thought I'd do a couple of quick jobs today. My van's in having a service, so I'll come out to the car, do a couple of quick jobs. Just made a start on removing the side trims. Pulled that one out, and if you look, every clip is intact. Not like your regular Honda breakers where you get some used parts and they either come with no clips or the clips are completely fucking busted. So that's a winner. Obviously I've got to get the rest off yet, and door handles, wing mirrors, rear number plates around, all of that stuff, because the car's going to go for some paint with a mate of mine at Reflective Paintwork. But today we mainly did this. Just pulled this out. Who does that? Who paints their tank white, and why would you want it white? It's under the car, no one can see it. And obviously, I mean, it ain't done half a bad job, but it's a fuel tank. Can't quite get why you'd bother. Anyway, this has given us a rather lovely hole underneath the car, so we can have a look, see what's what. So I already disconnected everything from the top before I come under here, so you can't see any rust. Has been painted under here at some point, but yeah, I think it'll be alright for now at least. So a few rusty bolts to tidy up before we put it all back together, and paint these nice metallic blue straps too, get them black again. Happy days. Gonna do a little bit of a repair here if I can. Got the handbrake cables back out again because I'm going to try and reroute them a bit better underneath the car. But I noticed we're starting to get a bit of surface corrosion around these holes here, so we're going to get the old wire wheel out. We're going to take a bit of the rust off. We're going to use some Genelite rust remover, wipe it on, leave it 15 minutes, wipe it back off, give it a bit of primer. I shan't probably paint it, but I'll just give it some primer to stop it coming back through again. Then we're good to go. Get the brackets and cables all back on, we're good. Gonna do a little bit of a repair here if I can. Got the handbrake cables back out again because I'm going to try and reroute them a bit better underneath the car. But I noticed we're starting to get a bit of surface corrosion around these holes here, so we're going to get the old wire wheel out. We're going to take a bit of the rust off. We're going to use some Genelite rust remover, wipe it on, leave it 15 minutes, wipe it back off, give it a bit of primer. I shan't probably paint it, but I'll just give it some primer to stop it coming back through again. Then we're good to go. Get the brackets and cables all back on, we're good. Getting a bit carried away with this rust remover. I thought I'd see how it gets on with this stuff. Just some old tin bracketry. I thought I'd give it a whack on, and literally like put about 2 coats of the stuff on, and it looked like that to start with. All orange and rubbish. And a little going over with this gear, and it's coming up quite nice. So I might actually just leave it exposed in the end rather than bothering with the interior trim piece, which I don't even own. I was going to have to find one. But what I'll probably do in the end is just clean this up real nice so it's a bit shiny or whatever, and then this piece across here I'm going to put a panel in there and maybe stick some gauges in it or something. This bit lower half is where the cables are going to go through, so this is actually going to get cut in half anyway at some point. So just keep applying this old gear. Handbrake holes looking pretty sweet now, no more rust, so I'm going to let that dry off, give it a wipe down with some panel wipe, and just beat it with a bit of the old primer, just going over anything that's got a bit of surface corrosion on whilst I've got the gear out in the pot. So let's crack on. On now, all the rust is gone. We've got some primer on there, had the old heat gun out as well. Look at that. Can you believe that's even the same thing? That's literally awesome, that Genelite rust remover. That was rotting in surface rust, and now it looks much better. I mean, it ain't finished, but you know, that's only 2 coats in about half an hour. So let's get some satin black over that just to cover it up, and then we're good to go. Satin black all done, no rust, prime and paint, heat gun assistance, Now we're just getting round to the other side of this, the inside here, because that is proper janky all around there as well. It's really bad, but I'm really quite pleased with how that's coming out. Buzzing on this Genelite stuff is fucking amazing. I just keep whacking it on anything that looks a bit rusty or orange, like, yeah, you're getting some. Good fun. Here we are then. Handbrake cables are now routed, and I've had to remount the centres of a few P-clips because none of the factory mounting points seemed to line up. So I've just got one more to do over there. Well, I've done the P-clip, but I've just got to cut that off because it's too stiff to bend it off like some of the other ones were. And I've got one to cut off there as well. But you can see they go into the car all nice and neatly. They tuck right up out of the way. The length is a little bit short on this one side, but it's going to be up out of the way of the fuel tank. The fuel tank will go up in there and that will just sort of rest on the top. So I'll pin it back in a couple of other places. So yeah, looking pretty sweet now.